Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. If it's not morning, because you're on the replay, then happy whatever time and day it is for you. The first class I'm going to teach this morning is a beginner's class. You will need a chair. So if you haven't grabbed a chair yet, maybe grab one. You can use a kitchen chair, preferably a chair along the lines of this. If you need assistance getting up out of a chair, then grab one that has arms. Make sure they have arms if you need that assistance, if you need that modification. We're going to use light weights. An exercise band, if you have one, it's not necessary, we can do it without. And as always, we will start with a warm-up. We're going to begin starting by standing beside or behind the chair. Use modifications where you need to. If you have balance issues, then make sure that you're hanging on to the chair for the majority of the standing exercises, okay? All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. And these are all recorded, so if you like this workout, then just save it in your favorites. You can hit the three little dots at the top right and save it in your gallery, so that way it makes it easy access for you to get to it later. Because as time goes on, after I post and post and post, these videos get further and further and further down the chain. Eventually I'll put them on YouTube, but for now, we're gonna have to put them right here. All right, so we're gonna start by standing. I'm gonna just move my chair over. We're just gonna start with a warm-up. So you can either hold on to your chair or not. If you don't need to hold on to the chair for balance, we're just gonna start with a warm-up. I always do. You always want to get blood flowing through the muscle groups that we're about to work. Start off cold, that sets you up for injury. We're going to go another 15 seconds of marching. And we're going to go right into an alternating overhead reach with a toe tap. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to alternating reach with a tap and reach. Big reach, just waking up the body a little bit. For me, it's early here. If you were in Central Time Zone, you're 2 hours later than I am. And if you're in the Eastern, you are 3 hours later than I am. We'll do a few more of these, and then we'll go into an alternating hamstring curl. That's where we're going to be pulling the heels of our booty, our heels of our feet rather, toward our booty. You knew what I meant, right? Yes, this is live. No cameraman, no makeup artist, no editing. Last one right here. All right, we're going to go right into that alternating hamstring pull. We're going to reach with the hands and pull, driving the heels right up toward the buttocks. Now we're warming up those quad muscles and the hamstrings, more the hamstrings right now. We'll do a few more of these, and then we'll go into alternating knee up, which is going to warm up the quad and the core, and 3, and 2. Last one each side. I'm going to go right into that alternating knee up. I'm going to reach and pull. So reach up, pull that knee up. Other side, you got it. So we're just warming up right now. So, as I mentioned previously, we'll start using the chair after we warm up as balance. If you don't need the chair, fantastic. 2 more each side. And last one. Good job. Let's roll those shoulders to the back. Now we're going to change direction. Big, big, big shoulders to the front. Basically that butterfly stroke. And 3, and 2, and last one. Good job. Big inhale and exhale. We're going to go right into an alternating front kick. If you need to hang on to your chair to do that, looks like this. You're going to lead with raising the knee and then kick. Raising the knee and then kick. I often see people do this. That is a leg lift. That is not a kick. and kick. You got it. If you have enough balance to do it without holding on to the chair, that's even better. And 5. We have 3 more to go on each side. This is still our warm-up. And 3. And last one right there. Good job. Awesome. Right back into that alternating overhead reach with the tap. We got 4 more. 2 more. And last one right here. Excellent job. All right, we're going to go ahead and begin with the workout. So we're going to start with a side leg lift, working our abductors, holding onto your chair. Stand up nice and tall. I want you to keep your toe and your knee in alignment. What that means is your foot stays forward. Often I see people angle their toe out. I want you to keep the toe forward, and we're going to lift it straight out to the side. Very small range of motion, okay? So I'm not expecting you to try to get that leg really high. This direction, or this angle, it's really impossible to get it very high because our hip is not designed to do that, right? So right now we're just working the abductors, hitting a little bit of the core, and of course that standing leg is working because it's holding the majority of your weight, right? There's our neighbor's cat. He only comes over to eat. He eats breakfast and dinner. But sometimes he spends the night, we don't even know he's in the house. We got 3 more. Here's 3, 2, and last one. Put that foot right next to the other. I'm going to go right into a narrow squat. Narrow squat, so just narrow squat. Now, a little wider feet than that maybe. Yeah, there we go. Just not very deep. We're just going to warm up the glutes, warm up the hamstring. If you have bad knees, then obviously you might want to take this out, especially if it hurts. If going shallow doesn't bother your knees, fantastic. And 2, and last one right there. We're going to go right into a side step out squat, a little wider, deep as you wish or as shallow as you wish. It looks like this. I'm going to step back to my chair. I'm going to step out, and if this is you, fantastic. If that's you, that's fine, right? If you're able to go a little deeper, wonderful. But you do what works for you. Listen to your body. If you're able to do this without holding on to the chair, fantastic, right? We got 5 more. Continue to hold on to that chair if you need to for balance. Remember, if you're doing this, that's perfectly fine. This is your workout. And last one right there. We're going right to the other side. For room's sake, I'm going to move my chair. I'm going to go right back to that adductor, so standing up nice and tall. Toe is angled forward, and just take that leg straight out to the side. Now that standing leg, it is straight, but I don't want your knee to be locked. So it's called soft knee. We have 10 more of these. 5 more to go. And last one right there. Back to that narrow squat. Feet are approximately, I'm going to say 8 to 6 inches apart. Holding onto your chair. If you need to adjust yourself, a small narrow squat. We're just warming up the hamstrings, the quads, a little bit of the glute. Not a deep squat because our feet are pretty narrow. 2 more, and then we're going to go right into that side step out squat. And last one right here. I'm going to need to push my chair a little forward. All right, so you're going to step out to the side. Now, if this is you, that's perfectly fine. Do what works for you. If you're able to go deeper, then go as deep or as shallow that you are able to go. If you're able to do it without holding on to the chair, fantastic. We got 5 more. And last one right here, and march it out. Just march it out, take a little break. All right, now we're gonna work. Sorry, we let this cat in real quick. Keep marching, keep marching. Now we're gonna work a little bit of the glute, standing up nice and tall. Your right leg, my left. And take that leg straight to the back, working right into your gluteus maximus, working the booty. So again, that standing leg is straight, yet the knee is not locked. Standing up nice and tall. We have 10 more. And 5. And last one. Take a little posture break. Same side. We're now going to lift that knee up toward the ceiling. So we're going to take our hand overhead and pull, and pull, and pull. I want you to squeeze here, right here, squeeze, and squeeze. Now we're doing a standing ab and squeeze. Reach and pull, full extension at the top. You have 5 more. Really squeeze right here. Now, if you're feeling this in that standing leg, that is supposed to happen. So if you need to take a posture break, take it. Last one right there, and let's march it out, march it out. We're going to do that one more time. So we're going to go back to that glute extension, right? Hip extension, still standing up nice and tall. Take it to the back. We have 5 more. Here's 5. And last one, march it out just to get a little break on that standing leg, right? All right, taking it back to the front, stop marching, reach overhead and pull that knee up. Remember, we're going to squeeze and squeeze right here. Working our core. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. March it out. All right, I'm going to move my chair over. Can't wait till I go outside with this. We're working on organizing my garage too. I have a little workspace in there. But we're going to go to the other side. So my right, your left. Stand up nice and tall, straight leg. Take it straight to the back. Oh. A little problem on that side, right? Room. So this is real life. This is my life right here. This is live, so hey, if there's bloopers, right? Real life has bloopers. We have 10 more. Four to go. And the last one for now, march it out. Just march it out. And then we're going to take that knee up with the overhead reach. This is your start position. Stop marching and pull. Really squeeze here at the top and pull. You got it. And last one like that, march it out. We're going to do all that one more time. So standing up nice and tall, taking that leg to the back, straight to the back, squeezing right into the glute. Standing up nice and tall. Your shoulders are back, your chest is out. That standing leg is probably screaming. You're probably really feeling this in the glute right now, right? That's what I love about this type of work, is it looks like you're doing nothing. Keep going, I'm gonna move forward. it looks like you're really doing nothing. But when you start actually doing it, you're like, oh my gosh, my booty is burning, right? In 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. March it out just for a little break. And then we're going to go back to that knee raise, working on our core. Stop marching, hand overhead, here we go, and pull and squeeze. Pull and squeeze. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good job. Grab your weights. We're going to go to seated. Grab your weights. I'm going to use 8s for the sake of just demonstrating. All right, so you're going to have a seat. Go ahead and set your weights to the side because we're going to do some sit to stand first. Sit to stand first. Now, if you need to use the arms of your chair, I don't have any, right? But I don't have a chair in my house with arms. Hopefully, if you need assistance, you've brought a chair that has arms. We're going to do some sit to stands. We're going to shoot for 10 to 15. You do as many as you can. So we're going to stand and sit. So stand nice and tall and sit. So up and down. So if you have some balance issues and you are getting weaker and weaker, I really highly recommend that you do sit to stands, even if you can only do 3 or 2. Keep doing them until you're able to do at least 10 to 15. It's working all of the muscles in your legs, all of them, right? And the more muscle mass you have, the more balance you're going to have. And nice and tall. Now keep in mind, you do not have to go as fast as I am. You can go as slow as it takes for you to get up and down. If you're able to keep up with me, fantastic. If you're thinking this is so easy, then this class is not designed for you. This is a beginner class or for senior citizens. This is a class I teach on the regular, or at least components of it are. We have 2 more. And last one for now. Grab your weights. Hopefully you had them nearby. We're going to go right into a bicep curl, sitting up nice and tall. Your shoulders are back. Try to keep your back off from your chair if possible. That way your core is engaged. Here we go. So arms are to the side, just pull those weights up to the shoulders and down. Now if you have balance, you could do these standing, right? If you need to stay seated, then please do. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Abby. Just doing a beginner class here. It's also one that I do with my seniors. And we got 2 more. And last one. If you're standing, please have a seat. We're going to rest the weights on the top of your legs right at the knee. Right at the knee. Sitting up tall. Your back is off your chair. Now we're going to lift your left leg. You're going to lift it up and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Other side. And lift and hold. And down. And lift and hold, just alternating back and forth and down. So now we're working the quads of your legs, hold. And we're working your core, hold. And switch and hold for 5. And switch, hold for 5. And switch. And switch and hold. Now when you're doing these, you should have enough weight to where you're feeling that your core is engaged. If you're not feeling that your core is engaged, you might want to grab a heavier set of weights if you have them. And last one for now on this side. and take it down. We're going back to those bicep curls. I'm going to stay seated for this round. So just curling those weights toward the shoulders. We have 6 more to go. Now, if you have a chair with arms and they're in their way, just bring your weights in, scoot toward the end of your chair. That way you can clear the arms better, right? Here's 3 and 2 and last one. Rest those weights on top of those knees. Take a break. Breathe. And exhale. We'll do another one of those breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Good job. We're going back to those leg lifts. So starting on your left side, lift that leg up and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Other side and lift and hold. And down. Lift and hold. And down. And lift and hold. And switch again. Hold it up there for 5. And lift and hold. What I love about these is that you're doing multiple things. Not only are you working your quad, but you're working your core and switch. And a lot of people who have range of motion issues, strength issues, they have difficulty in switch getting down and up or up and down from the floor. So I like to incorporate exercises that work your core without having to get up and down. Either seated core, standing core, and switch. We have one more, and switch. Excellent, take that foot down. Instead of sitting up nice and tall, we're going right into shoulder raises. Elbows are out to the side, 90-degree angle. I call this goal post arms, right? And take it straight up to the top and down. Both feet are flat on the floor for balance. You're sitting up nice and tall. Two more. And 10. Take a little break, resting those weights on top of the legs because you know what's coming, right? We're going to do another leg lift, but this time straight. So rest those weights right on the knees. Lift up your left leg and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it down. A little bit more challenging, right? And lift it up and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch for 5. So now we're really hitting a few more muscle groups. You're definitely feeling it more in the core, right? And switch. Sit up nice and tall. And switch. And switch. Other side. We're in the home stretch. I'm trying to keep this to at least 20 minutes. We're a little bit over because I started late. Sorry about that. And switch. I couldn't find my camera holder. And switch. That's because I put it where it belonged, away. Last one each side. Usually I just leave it laying around the house. It's either in the kitchen or it's outside or it's on the table. But I tried to be more organized and I actually put it away and I couldn't find it. All right, take a little break. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. We're going back to those shoulder presses. So bring those weights up. 90-degree angle with the elbows, straight up to the top, full extension at the top and down. So what's great about this exercise, not only are you working the shoulders and the arms, but you're also working your core. And let me just tell you, seated shoulder press are definitely more challenging than standing. And it does not require as much weight. We have 5 more. And last one right here. Resting those weights on top of the legs. Little break. You want to, remove your fingertips because otherwise you're like kind of smashing the fingers, right? So just rest the weights on top of the knees. Take a little break. We are going back to that straight leg lift. Here we go, and we're gonna lift it up and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and other side. Up for 5, and up for 5, and switch, and switch, and switch. 2 more each side. Really lift that leg a little higher off the chair if possible, and lift. 1 more each side, I lied. How about a couple extra, right? And lift. All right, set those weights to the side for now. We're going right back into that stand and sit. We're gonna do 10, just 10 of them. Here we go. So stand it up all the way and sit. And up, nice and tall at the top. Control it on the way down. I want you to control it all the way up and control it all the way down. Here's what I see people do. Right? We don't want to plop into a chair. I want you to control it nice and tall and control it down. That way the quads are firing and working, your hamstrings are working, and your core as well. I don't know, I think we got, what, 5 more? We're going to call this the last one right here. Grab a lighter set of weights. If you were already using light weights, fantastic. I'm going to grab a set of, well, looks like I'm going to use some 5s. All right, so seated or standing, you can stay seated with this. We're going to go right into some straight arm lifts up to the shoulder. I'm going to stand it up, so straight up to the front and down. Up and down, you got it. So we're going to finish up with this. We're not going to get to the band today because it looks like we're running out of time. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now, if you're standing, fantastic. If you're seated, that's fine. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and have a seat, and then we're going to hit our tricep. So I'm just going to use 1 weight, sitting the other one to the side for now. So 1 weight, you're going to take the weight overhead. Hopefully you have a light weight. Take your opposite hand right below that elbow, arm as straight as possible, right next to the head. You're going to bend that elbow and press that weight at the top. Bend and press, hitting that tricep. And you can do this standing as well. Seated is a little bit more challenging, believe it or not. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A lot more challenging, honestly. Other side, arm is straight, right next to the side of your ear. Opposite hand is here for support. Bending that elbow and press. Try not to hit your head like I just did. All right, we got 5 more. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one for now. Take a mini break, catch your breath. We're going back to those frontals. Last 2 exercises right here. Back to those frontals, so straight arms as possible. Just lift those weights up to shoulder height and down. So you may have noticed that the majority of the exercises that we have done have pretty much been working your core the entire time. Core stability, core strength is super, super duper important because it is what gives us balance besides muscle mass, right? So having more core strength is going to give you more balance. And 3, and 2, and the last one. These 5s are even a little heavy. I'm going to set my 1 weight to the side, We're going to do that tricep extension again, overhead, seated or standing. All right, arm comes up, bending that elbow and press. Remember, you can have that opposite hand here for support. And then after this, we're going to cool down. So I have another class in 10 minutes. And 3, and 2, and last one. We're going straight to the other side. Arm is up, bend that elbow, and press. I had to do better without that supporting arm for some reason. Just making sure you're setting up nice and tall. And 5, 4, 3, I'm losing it, 2, it's getting harder. Last one. All right, good job, everyone. Go ahead and set your weight to the side. All right, we're gonna sit up nice and tall. We're gonna do some breaths. A big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and take your elbows to your rib cage. We're gonna reach up, look up, stretch as far as you can reach, reach, reach. Big inhale. Exhale, arms come down, dropping the shoulders down away from the ears. We're gonna do that again. Big reach up, look up, inhale. Exhale, dropping the shoulders as the elbows come down. One more time, big reach up, inhale. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, dropping those shoulders as it comes down. Cross your hands here at your chest. Inhale. Exhale, dropping the shoulders, leaning to your right. Imagine that your left shoulder is going to drop down and away from your left ear. You're going to feel more of a stretch here through the neck. Bring it back to the center. And other side, dropping that shoulder down and away. Right now, you're just doing normal, mindful breathing. Back to the center. Again, to your right. A little deeper in that stretch. Really feeling it right here in the neck. A little bit of the oblique. And center. And last one on this side. And back to the center. Rolling those shoulders to the back. Change direction, opposite direction, take it to the front, bigger circles if possible. Now if you have a shoulder issue, even if it's on one side, just do the side that you can. I work with people who have all kinds of issues. So here's what I say. Do what you can and don't do what you can't. If it hurts your joint, if you have a rotator, impingement, or you've got bone on bone, last one right there, then clearly don't do something that hurts. Just do what you can, because anything that you can do is better than nothing. To the wrist, here we go, little circles. Go ahead and change direction, opposite direction. And 3, 2, and 1. Taking your left arm across your body, right arm underneath the left, right at the elbow. You're going to feel this stretch through a little bit of the tricep, the shoulder. Hold that stretch for 5 more seconds. Release, elbows at the side. We're going swimming. Going to dive into that swimming pool. Round the spine, tuck your pelvis, bring your chin to your chest. This is a seated cat-cow, basically. Stay here. Coming up out of that, sitting up nice and tall, elbows to the rib cage. Pull the shoulder blades back. Chest is open. Here we go. Dive into that pool again. Rounding the spine, tuck the pelvis, bring your chin to your chest. And coming back out, right here, perfect. You're going to reach across your body with your right arm. Take your left arm under at the elbow, pulling that arm close and towards your torso. Mindful breathing. What does mindful breathing mean? It means that you're aware that air is going in and out of your nose or your mouth. And what that cue is that you're not holding your breath. So many of us will hold our breath while we're either exercising or holding a stretch. And release. Take it right down to lifting up your left leg. Rotate at the ankle. Little circumduction here. We're almost finished. Change direction, opposite direction. Stop movement, point and flex. Point and flex. You got it. Push the toes away, bring them back. 3, 2, and 1. Taking that leg down, other side, rotation. Now if you had an ankle injury and you're not able to do that rotation, that's fine, just do the leg. Change direction. 3, 2, and 1. Right to that flexion, point and flex. 2, and last 1. Scooting toward the end of your seat, last stretch. Extend your left leg straight out, completely straight as possible. Heel is on the floor, your toe is toward the ceiling. Both hands go on the bent knee. You're going to hinge or lean forward until you feel that stretch in the back of that hamstring and the calf muscle. Go ahead and bring it back up. We're going to do that one more time, a little deeper, but don't force it. And bring it back up. Switch it to the other side. Opposite leg out, heel, floor, toe, ceiling. Hinge it forward. Hold that stretch for 10. And up. One more time, hinging forward. You should really feel this in the back of that hamstring. But I often see people try to force themselves past their range of motion. That is something that comes with time. You don't want to take it and bring it up. You don't want to take your flexibility beyond your range starting off because you're going to get injured. All right, kiddos, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that was a good workout for you. If you have family or friends, a mom, a dad who you think that this would be beneficial to, feel free to send them an invite. You know, I'm happy to add whomever that needs this on here because that's the whole purpose of it. It's to help us all to be not only accountable, but to help one another, and for me to be able to give back, you know, some of my blessings that I've been given. So have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm off to my next class, which is going to be intermediate to advanced. Have a fantastic rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much.